welcome back. When this segment, I've got a really good friend of mine, a client of mine, and a longtime Hilton Head Islander, David Warren.
Daniel, it's great to be here.
Good to see you.
It's great to be here.
David, for those of you who may not know, is the Director of Marketing over at Dataw Island Club, which is in Ladies Island, right?
Yes.
Over in Beaufort.
Or in Beaufort,
Yeah.
just outside of Beaufort.
I know a lot about the place because I helped David with some of his marketing efforts. Our company does. 2 beautiful golf courses over there, a phenomenal membership. But there are, lately, you guys had a lot of new and exciting things going on over there with your golf in particular.
Yeah.
So what's happening?
Well, actually, we've had 2 exciting years. In 2011, we did a complete renovation of the Cotton Dyke course. And this is a Tom Fazio course that was originally built in 1985. And then this year we did the same thing, another complete renovation of the Morgan River course. And they've turned out just beautifully.
So Fazio did Cotton Dyke. Who's the Morgan River?
Arthur Hills.
Arthur Hills.
Yeah.
Wow. And I understand the members, they both play very different. So
they do.
You gotta
and that gives them some flexibility to play some different courses.
Yeah. So how is, generally when you have renovations, I can say from being around for not as long as I'm going to say, they're not always received with, smiles and grins. How have these been received?
Well, not only renovations, but new courses have the same problem.
Yeah.
And really, the challenge in a private course settings is even harder.
Sure.
The bar's higher in that these members play the course day in and day.
And they're experts at it.
And they're
Absolutely.
agronomists
They
and they're architects.
You didn't know you had so many agronomists and architects there, did you?
And it actually has been remarkable, the positive.
That's great, wonderful.
And I think the key to a great golf course is not only where you are from the center of the fairway to the green. These are regular golfers, so they're in the rough and they're in the bunkers, and to see the shots from the bunkers and from the not in the center of the course is really remarkable. The courses are just beautiful courses, and the renovation has brought out those design elements very well.
Yeah, they're spectacular courses. The playability is great.
Yeah.
If you're hitting the ball well, you're going to score pretty well over there. But it's just surrounded by some of the most natural beauty. Very, very reminiscent to me of, say, like a Colleton River in terms of the lay of the land, the views of the water, the views of the marsh.
They're very long marsh views.
Very long.
So you're seeing several miles of marshes.
Very spectacular.
It was a development that was originally done by Alcoa, and just a beautiful piece of land.
It's pretty phenomenal, yeah.
And this was really back when the developers came in and got some great course designers, and they said, here's the land, make it happen.
Yeah.
And it was, back in sort of the heyday, and there's some wonderful golf courses out there that have become private that are sort of quiet gems of the low country.
They really are.
Now. And I think these 2 courses are a perfect example of that.
No question.
Well, we just had, Daniel and David, we just had one of our facilities just off the island. Moss Creek just reopened a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Reopened their south course, and I was fortunate enough to play there about 3 weeks ago, and it came out wonderfully.
Well,
and generally you don't find a 36-hole facility that's going to redo 2 courses in such a quick period of time. So kind of bucking the trend, of lack of a better term, for what's happening in the industry. What do you folks know over at Dataw Island that a lot of other places don't? Because that's not something you're going to find anywhere really today.
I think really it shows the commitment of the membership of Dataw to say, we realize that these courses are this important, and let's really make
they're a big part of our product.
They're a big part of their lives.
Yeah. Right.
And it's whether you're a golfer or a non-golfer, the golf ambiance of Dataw is spectacular. And so I think it was a great commitment. And beyond that, we've just done a complete renovation of the dining facilities of the clubhouse.
I actually came over and had lunch with you a couple months ago. I think actually the day it opened.
Right.
And I got to tell you, man, I felt like I was in.
You always get in on the good
He
stuff.
does, yeah, he does get the good
Hey,
stuff.
you're just opening. I'm going to come over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Bring me the club.
Yeah.
While I'm here.
Play an emergency
Right,
nine
yeah,
after
exactly.
lunch.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's totally by accident that I happened to show up that day.
Whatever.
But let me tell you, the membership was just buzzing. The place was packed.
Yeah.
The service staff had it totally under control. Food was excellent, but you could feel the brimming excitement with the members that
and it really
they had this
it
renovation.
fundamentally changed the feel of the club.
No question.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's wonderful
Yeah.
what it's done.
Yeah.
It really is.
Speaking about wonderful changes and new things going on there, you guys have been part. Well, I think this was your first participation.
No, actually, we've done the Folds of Honor golf tournament. This is for the Wounded Warrior Project.
That's what it was.
And,
last month you were involved with
yeah.
the Wounded Warrior Project. Tell us about that and what
yeah,
you're doing.
What we held was the National Wounded Warrior Tournament, and this was players from all over the country that came, and truly these guys were some spectacular golfers, but really, some heroes.
Yeah.
And the purpose of the tournament was not only to honor them and thank them, but the golf is part of their therapy.
Yeah.
Is the competition and the practice, and that becomes part of their therapy. So this was the first annual Wounded Warrior National Tournament, and all indications are that we will have it back at Dataw for
A great
as long as
cause.
they
That's
want to.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure
That's
that
really
it was
great.
pretty well received
Well,
by
it
the
was,
players.
It was really, the players loved it. The community came out.
Yeah, I heard your
and
members
just-
were out in full force supporting these guys.
It was astonishing.
That's the coolest thing.
And then the next day we had the Folds of Honor tournament, which is a charity tournament that supports the Wounded Warrior, and we raised over $20,000 for the children of the Wounded
That's
Warrior.
amazing. That's, I've said this many times here without trying to be sappy. When you get past all of the other issues that make golf great, it's the charity, it's the being able to give back, it's the being able to contribute to a cause of that nature that really makes it truly
That's
special.
club and community coming together in a spectacular forum, and that's what they have at Dataw.
You're absolutely right, and then that's what I was going to say. To extrapolate that farther, that's what it's about,
Yeah.
being in a community.
Yeah.
And that's part of what Dataw is all about. There's beautiful homes, there's a great golf, there's wonderful tennis, a marina, croquet, but the important part is the community.
It's the
And I think
community
in every
and the club.
gated community is like that.
Yeah.
And that each one has a different personality, but the key is that community feel. That's what you're buying
Yeah,
into. You're
no
not buying
question.
into a house. You're buying into a life.
You're
Well,
buying
you
into a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You
Right.
have a special place over there, and anybody that gets a chance, go visit Dataw. There's nothing really like it. You got to be there to believe what's going on there, though. It is very, very special. And we feel special that you stopped by to see us today.
Daniel, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
David. Very
much.
nice having you.
Wonderful.
We'll be following you closely and looking forward to that Wounded Warrior Project coming back to us next year. When we come back, we will be joined by Doug Weaver, our old friend. We hadn't had him around in a while, but he's going to be coming on to talk about some must-have holiday golf gift items. Stay with us.